Hi there guys, welcome to my second video on World of Tanks. We're in the British tier 6 medium tank that is the Cromwell, and we're on Malinovka in a standard battle. So as I move off then, we've got a couple of enemy scout tanks coming across the map, and ours is wandering around in the middle of the map, a bit aimlessly to be honest. Get an early hit on one of their scouts there, doesn't quite kill him. Spot a T-28 over there, a couple of people dealing some damage. Leaves him with 61 HP, so I finish him off. That's my first kill. T-50 drives towards us, so I managed to shoot him through the window, and he starts hiding behind there. Just missed a splash shot there from the artillery that they've got, and start to move off trying to get this T-50, but he hides behind the house, but is soon destroyed by the ARL-44 anyway. So move over to this left flank where we've got an M4 hiding over here, joined by an M5 Stuart as well. As you can see on my map, I've installed some XVM, the mod, so it shows up where tanks last seen, and what they were as well. This also gives you quite a good advantage, because you know that if you're in a sort of a low tier tank in a high tier battle, you know not to go that way because they're over there and things like that. Now I missed a few shots fired at the M4 and the M5 Stuart there, who's just been destroyed anyway, which annoyed me a bit because this gun is fairly accurate and can be good for sniping if you want, especially over a long distance, which you'll see in a bit anyway how good the gun is. So I move over to this left side, hoping to get a better angled shot, and the M4 disappeared for a little bit, and then he reappears in the water for some apparent reason. I'm not sure why he decided to go in there. And this is where the accuracy comes in. I fire the first one, it just misses, wasn't quite locked in all the way, but it disappears. Fired again just over the ridge, and that's the second kill. So I decided to go back across the other side, because a lot of enemy tanks, especially if you're on this side, they go up the hill and sit up near the windmill and in the forest over the other side. So we're winning 6-3. A little bit about the tank whilst we go back over here. It costs 900,000 coins to buy, and it's got 750 HP, and there's a top speed of 64 kilometers an hour. And the top gun is a tier 6 75mm gun, which, as I've said, can be used for sniping because it is accurate over a long distance as well. The tank itself, its sort of pros are obviously, as you can see, its manoeuvrability, its speed, and obviously the good accuracy of the gun as well. And the cons are its weak armour, which we'll see in a minute. As the battle progresses, I decide to do something that isn't a good idea in this tank. So there's Panzer III up on the hill, and he's dispatched off with ease. So that's 3 kills for me, and we're winning 7-5. So the enemy pulled it back a little bit there. They got a couple of kills, but we get another one there, so it's 8-5. This KV-1S that's set up here, decided to poke my head up. He disappears, but I still fire a couple of shots, just on the off chance that he's still poking out. A bit of a waste of time really, because he wasn't actually there. As you can see, he was hidden behind the house. I then decide, in my infinite wisdom, to drive towards him, which wasn't really the issue, as he was hiding behind the house, and I thought I'd be able to kill him anyway. He gets took down to 51 HP and then down to 2. He wasn't looking my way, so I get a kill there. So that's 4 kills. I knocked down the house, so if their artillery had been paying attention, he might have been able to work out where I was and get a couple of shots away on me. Now, considering I've got weak armour, I'm sat in the open. There's an M6 over there shooting me. He gets a couple of shots away and knocks me down to 243 HP, and he does fire another one just as I hide behind the house, but it just missed, so I got away with that. So I decided to run around the outside. We'll just speed it up a little bit here because nothing happens, because I was trying to find their artillery, hoping that he was over here, but that proved to no avail. So as we come around here, I'm using the tanks, fairly low profile, to hide behind the hills, away from their tanks, so they couldn't spot me if they was over towards the left side on the path. I'm sorry if I sound a bit bunged up as well, because I am just been cutting the grass, so my hay fever's playing up a little bit. So sorry about that. But anyway, as we come back into their base, a Hetzer appears, and I thought this would be the end of my battle. I fired a couple of shots, bounced one, and he returned fire, but he fired right in front of me. So I managed to get away with that, but then a couple of our tanks on the left flank managed to come around and take him out. So anyway, I still couldn't find their artillery, and there's only got 3 tanks left. The Churchill, their artillery, and I believe the M4A38. So driving back, I decided to try and avoid the Churchill while still looking for their artillery, which I thought I must have driven past somewhere in these trees. So we'll just speed it up a little bit. I thought he hadn't managed to see me, the Churchill, but as I get towards the top of the hill, I realised that, you know, because he's looking the other way at the minute, and then I fired at him, but he was turning his turret, and instead of hitting my tank, if you watch there, he managed to hit my gun, which annoyed me a little bit. So I drove up the hill, tried to fix my gun, and just get away from them a little bit. So as I come back down the hill to find this Churchill, and I didn't have much health, I wasn't too bothered. Their artillery managed to appear. He fires at me, and I take a shot back and manage to hit him. So I've got 5 kills, and they've only got this 1 Churchill left. So I start circling around him, knowing that he won't be able to keep up with me with his turret. He takes a few hits from our team, which means as I stop, he turns his turret past me for some reason. So I take him out, and I get 6 kills, which means I get top gun as well, and we win 15-7. So that's the second video in the series finished, and I hope you'll like and subscribe, and you'll be receiving more videos soon. So thank you very much.